A large literature studies the wage consequences of overeducation in the sense of a worker by some measure having a higher level of education than is required for the job. We use unique new data to re-examine the common interpretation that initial overeducation represent a harmful type of mismatch that arises due to information-induced frictions. We contrast this with the alternative that college graduates are heterogeneous with respect to their human capital and that the labor market is appropriately allocating them to jobs, even when many of observed starting in jobs that do not require a college degrees, according to Agopswick's 2020. Merugo and Tanjida 2020 addresses some of the critical questions that will be of immense help to engineering graduates who are likely to consider pursuing management degrees. Data were obtained from a sample of 96 techno managers to explore their perception of career growth and opportunities after pursuing their management education. In particular, the chapter examines in detail the relationship between management education and career satisfaction in techno managers. Also, factors that influence in choosing a management degree were studied. A few of a critical findings from the study where the gender has not shown any significant difference is satisfaction. At the same time, experience has shown a significant difference in satisfaction. From the result obtained, it could be concluded that techno managers were found to be satisfied with the career choices as an MBA after engineering. According to Mabubi, 2019, about 13% of Canadian workers have skills mismatch to their jobs. Although this is somewhat in line with an average of around 10% among OECD countries in an international survey. Canadian policymakers have two reasons for concern. First, there is a significant variation across socioeconomic groups, while the workers with higher education attainment are more likely to be overskilled. Women, immigrants, and older workers are more likely to be underskilled for their jobs. In the case of immigrants, the underskilled problem entirely disappears with them spent in Canada, highlighting the importance of settlement policies that provide rigorous and accessible skills, training language programs, and job search workshop for newcomers. Secondly, these results could worsen in the years ahead in the face of technological development and demographic aging that are occurring in the labor market at the same time as the role of newcomers in Canada's labor force is growing. As it the majority of workers across occupation need to use cognitive skills such as literacy, numeracy, and problem solving at least once a week at the work results highlighting the importance of providing more opportunities for skills development and among underskilled people such as older workers and new immigrants. Businesses, in addition, their organization by appropriate resigning tasks, providing relocation assistance, and finding innovation ways to use workers' skills in order to optimize productivity. Government can help reduce skills mismatch with policies that enhance labor market flexibility, is labor mobility, and more importantly, increase the participation in lifelong learning. Career mobility theory hypothesizes that our education leads to a higher level of occupational advancement and wage growth over time with mixed international empirical evidence stated by Wen and Manny 2019. This paper retests career mobility theory directly using a rich Australian longitudinal date set, a dynamic random effects probity model is employed to examine upward occupational mobility considering two-digit occupational rank advancement and wage growth over 3-year intervals. The household income and labor dynamics in Australia data across 9 years are employed and Mandlack correction model is adapted to just for unobserved heterogeneity effects and potential indigeneity, both of which are important to over-education analysis. Contrary to career theory, the result point to job mismatch as an economic concern rather than a passing phase, regardless of whether or not works are skilled match. Results further show the importance of adjusting for indigency. The incidence and the effects of job mismatch on workers' job search behavior while working in Malaysia examined by Zakaria 2017 using the 2007 graduate race study GTS07 dataset. Approximately 32% of workers were deemed mismatched and 52% were actively looking for another job. Using a Loggett model, the risk of being engaged in the job search activity was higher among the mismatched workers and the magnitude of the effects was greater for the severely mismatched than for the moderate mismatched workers. This suggests that the mismatched workers are heterogeneous. This might due to different traits of workers or they may be unobserved heterogeneity that varies from one mismatch to another mismatched worker. According to Shahidan et al. 2019, the supply of young graduates entering Malaysia labor market due to the expansion of higher education undergone a sharp increase. A consequence of this is an increase in the number of individuals who are unemployed and doing jobs with low income and depressing job environment. In other words, there are doing jobs that do not commensurate to their level of educational qualification are referred to as overeducation. By using a job analyst method, which is one of the frequent methods used to measure overeducation and data from graduate race study. Published by the Ministry of Education Malaysia from 2012 and 2017, this paper provides a descriptive analysis on the extent of overeducation. Graduates keep in increasing and majority of them engage in the labor market as clerks and sales workers. According to Sang et al. 2018, the purpose of the study is to analyze for effects of job mismatch on pay, job satisfaction, and performance of doctoral level researchers based on the job environment fit theory. The study analyzed 2,273 sample data used in the survey based on the 2013 PhD research survey from the Institute of Science and Technology Policy in Korea. The results shown the degree of job mismatch of doctors has a significant effect on a overall pay, job satisfaction, and performance. Specifically, job mismatch of the PhD workforce both negatively affect pay and job satisfaction. In addition, in terms of the relationship between job mismatch pay, job satisfaction, and job performance, the mitigating effect of pay and job satisfaction was confirmed. The implication of the research is that it is crucial to approach the accomplishment of the outstanding work first based on the concept of job mismatch so that excellent and highly educated human resources can be placed in the right place to maximize their individual qualities and academic knowledge. Considering that job mismatch eventually has a negative impact on research performance through the mediation of pay and job satisfaction, it is necessary to promote the strategies to utilize advanced talent, which includes job mismatch, economic incentiveness, such as salaries and psychological compensation, such as a job satisfaction.